Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I'm Aman Omar. Hyderabad on Monday became the second metro city in the country to see petrol price crossing 100 rupees per litre mark after fuel prices were raised yet again. Petrol price was hiked by 29 paisa per litre and diesel by 30 paisa according to a price notification of state-owned fuel retailers. The hike, 24th in 6 weeks, pushed fuel prices across the country to new historic highs. While several districts of Telangana saw petrol hitting 100 rupees mark earlier this month, state capital Hyderabad reached the mark on Monday. Petrol in the city is now priced at 100 rupees 20 paisa per litre and diesel is priced at 95 rupees 14 paisa. Hyderabad is the second metro city to see 100 rupees per litre mark after Mumbai. Telangana State Power Generation Corporation Limited and Transmission Corporation of Telangana Limited on Monday has started a rapid immunization drive to vaccinate all its employees. Managing Director of Transmission and Distribution Corporations D. Prabhakar Rao has inaugurated the 3-day special vaccination camps for electricity employees at Vidyut Sauda and Mint Compound in Khairtabad, Hyderabad. Prabhakar Rao thanked the Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao for issuing instructions to Medical and Health Department for arranging the special vaccination camp for electricity employees who have been striving hard like front-line warriors in maintaining 24 hours uninterrupted power supply during the first and second surge of the COVID-19 pandemic. Telangana state government plans to start online classes for the current academic year after 15th of June. It is being informed that the Education Department is planning to start online classes from 3rd to the 10th standard. District education officers have been instructed to inform all the students of the government schools to download the TSAT app in their mobile phones and acquire benefit of it. According to the sources, Education Minister Sabita Indra Reddy will hold a meeting with the senior officials of the Education Department to discuss the commencement of the new academic year. The Education Department is planning to start online classes for the current academic year from the month of June itself. The 135-year-old Nizam-era Warangal Central Jail in Telangana became history with the authorities demolishing the prison structures to build a multi-super speciality hospital. The demolition work, which was taken up on Sunday on a massive scale, was almost completed within 24 hours. Spread over 59.5 acres, the jail was built in 1885 by the government of 6th Nizam Mir Mehboob Ali Khan. Many prominent personalities, including those who took part in the Indian freedom struggle, Telangana Peasants Movement and the Telangana Statehood Movement, were imprisoned in this jail in Warangal town. Al Jazeera Media Network on Sunday condemned online harassment and death threats from Hindutva nationalists to Indian Kashmiri journalist Rakib Hamid Naik for his articles on the alleged misuse of COVID-19 relief funds in the United States. As per the tweet, a self-proclaimed Hindutva nationalist, Rajesh Javeri, has threatened to kill Rakib in case he writes more on the Hindu right wing. As per the article published by Al Jazeera, Rakib reported that about 5 organizations with links to Hindu and religious supremacy groups have received $833,000 in COVID-19 relief funding. These funds were issued by the United States Small Business Administration, a federal agency that assists small business owners and entrepreneurs. The All India Institute of Medical Sciences is learned to have started screening children aged 6 to 12 years for the clinical trials of India's first developed COVID-19 vaccine, Bharat Biotech's Covaxin. Sources said that the recruitment and clinical trials of the children aged 6 to 12 years will start from Tuesday. The trial on children aged 6 to 12 years has already started at All India Institute of Medical Sciences in Patna. Participants would be given the vaccine after the screening report comes. The trial would ensure if the Bharat Biotech jab is suitable for children. Delhi All India Institute of Medical Sciences has decided to start the trial drive after the recruitment and clinical trial for the single-dose Covaxin for 12 to 18 years age group is over. Bahrain on Sunday has temporarily halted the issuance of new work permit for expats from red list countries that include India. Bahrain's Labour Market Regulatory Authority announced the suspension of the entry of travelers coming from the countries on the red list, that is India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nepal and Vietnam. Towards the end of May, Bahrain suspended entry for travelers from countries on its red list in response to the high number of COVID-19 infections and deaths. The kingdom confirmed the addition of or deletion of the countries included in the red list according to the assessment of the national medical team to address the COVID-19 pandemic. Amitabh Bachchan and Neena Gupta on Monday started work on their upcoming film Goodbye, a week after the Maharashtra government allowed the film and TV industry to restart their production activities with COVID-19 protocols. Shooting on Goodbye came to a halt due to the second wave of the pandemic in April. According to a source close to the production banner, the actors resumed work on Goodbye, which also features South star Rashmika Mandana. On the work front, Amitabh Bachchan will be seen in Chehre, Brahmastra 1 and Jhund. He is also set to begin the 13th season of Kaun Banega Crorepati. The winner of the upcoming World Test Championship final between India and New Zealand will walk away with a prize money of $1.6 million along with the Test Championship mace, the International Cricket Council said on Monday. India and New Zealand will battle it out for the prestigious title at Southampton from 18th of June. The losing team will get $800,000 for finishing second in the 9-team competition, which was played over a near 2-year cycle, adding contests to Test cricket and to crown the first official world champions in the longest format of the game. The inaugural World Test Championships saw 9 teams competing over a near 2-year cycle. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.